Yo, 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 what's good, everyone? Welcome to once again another live stream here on the VB Thomas platform. Today, we have got a Division 2 race of the Phoenix Racing League with a race and a qualifying on the Melbourne City Circuit, Melbourne Circuit, something. We will be seeing that later. But we've got 17 people in the lobby, so that means it's going to be a full qualifying. My apologies for being a little bit too late, but I needed to hurry because I just came from a 3-day weekend to my girlfriend's place. Her dad had his birthday today. I needed to be fast at the train, but the train was a little bit too late. My documents weren't ready because I didn't have Wi-Fi on the train. All that bullshit. So yeah, apologies. I'm 12 minutes late. It's not the end of the world, of course, as we will probably not miss anything in Q1 because 3 people already DNF'd. So that is a positive thing about me being a little bit late, that we don't really need to waste any time into Q1. Well, let's get straight into the previous race. As previous race, we had Saudi Arabia, where Rios won that race. He came from quite a bit back. I think if I remember quite well. Then we had WB8 Brewdog in P2 and Chardman, of course, with once again another good result in P3. But of course, his points aren't going to be counting. So I'm not. Did I actually change this? Hold up. Let me have a quick look because I can't remember Chardman was in P2 again. Because his points don't count, if I remember. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, theoretically, Chartman was P3, but practically it was Maxi who came in P3 because he scored the 23 points for the Williams team, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go straight to the track information as we will be. Oh, there we go. Today we will be racing on the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit. So that is the official name for this circuit. As we all know, it is going to be in Albert Park. The country is going to be Australia with a population of 26 million. First Grand Prix on this circuit was in 1996, but of course, Australia already held a lot of races on another circuit. And as you can see, most Grand Prix won is by Schumacher, but there's also another guy who has won 4, but it's on the other circuit. So I'm not taking that into account here. And then, of course, a quality record of 116.7, which was set by Max Verstappen this year. And then we have a lap record of a 124.1 set by Schumacher. I'm not too sure if the lap record of this year was already on the table. As I didn't find that actually. I should have found it, but didn't find it. So my apologies for that. Yeah, as I said already, racing on the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit. Total number of laps will be 29, and usually around the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit, it goes quite fast. So that's what's up. The circuit is not that long as it is 5.3 kilometers. Best overtaking opportunities to happen in turn 1, turn 3, turn 13, and then sector 2 straight, of course. Race distance of 153 kilometers, which is not going to be a very long distance here. Strategy wise, I'm looking at a low tire degradation rate, but also a fairly low tire overheating probability, which makes a medium hard or a soft hard be a good strategy around this track, but also a hard medium to cover that late safety car, or a soft medium soft to cover 2 safety cars. So it all depends what you think it's going to be safety car wise. And let's get straight into my predictions. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about strategy wise, as we're not going to be having rain. But, I mean, it depends on the driver, isn't it? Doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it? Yeah. So, my prediction, I think, in my opinion, Brewdog is going to have his first race win here. He's P2 in the qualifying in Q1. He looks very fast. He looks very strong. Now, we might be seeing. I'm going with. I'm going with Chardman in P2. And then in P3, I'm going with Aaron. Good predictions, in my opinion. Biggest loser might be the real Marks again. I mean, he's not that consistent during the race. Biggest winner, Chartman. So that is my predictions for today. Safety car wise, I'm looking at 2 safety cars. As usually, Australia is quite a difficult track to keep your car on track. Makes sense. So let's get straight into the qualifying, as it doesn't seem. It does seem. Oh, I don't have my sponsor. Hold up. Where's my sponsor? Where's the sponsor? Here he is. Was I not podium? No, I don't think so. I think he's gonna have an incident or something like that with another driver. I'm pretty sure actually. Like it's either gonna be with the real Marks or any other driver, but like being in P3 is always a difficult situation. And I do think that it's gonna be hello, Dutski. How are you doing, buddy? Anyone watching the snooker? Anyone watching the snooker? It's a Belgian guy in the finale, and he's doing pretty good at the moment. I mean, he is 1 or 2 waiting for Q2. Yeah, I mean, quite obvious. You know Q1. There's no one who's getting dropped out except for Maxi, Chartman, and AJ the Diver. But Q1 is always a boring one when there's not 20 people in the lobby, because there is going to be 2 or 3 people crashing out anyways. Oh right, Toro Rosso is Waza. I totally forgot. And also Waza, you are liking a little bit of pace to the top 3 today. I mean, we're seeing Ishii in P3 with 3 tenths up front, maybe even 2. And we've got Brewdog with quite a bit, 5 tenths, and then also the real Marks with 5 tenths. Eh, yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult for anyone to get into the first lap. I mean, it's always chaos turn 1. And I mean, I don't know. I don't really like Australia because there's not a lot of overtaking opportunities. There is turn 1, but there's always a risk into turn 1, and then turn 3, which is a slow one, but also very risky. And then turn 5, that is the most risky corner on this circuit, in my opinion, as you've got that curb on the outside, which is gonna spin you out 9 of the 10 times. So that's a really painful corner, and I think I saw someone crash out there last week in the Division 1 race. I did actually see that, but I can't quite remember who it was. But he just went straight onto the curb and then straight into the wall. Which was quite sad to think about, because, I mean, you're trying to gain a lot of time through the corners, and you touch the curb, and then your race is over, and it's difficult for a racing driver to tell yourself you're not the problem, but usually you are the problem. But in that case, I mean, in that corner, that curb is just way too high, and yeah, it's a little bit depressing. All right, we are looking at a top 3 from the real Marks, Brewdog, and then of course Ishii, Waza in P4, and Aaron in P5. The 3 drivers who are going to be dropping out of Q1 are going to be Maxi, Chartman, and AJ the Diver. We are seeing Rios, who set a 121.5 on the hard tires, and then of course Robin, who did not finish his qualifying. There's only 18 thousandths between P1 and P2, but I do think that's going to be a little bit spread out in Q2 and Q3, as I don't think the drivers will be able to qualify that close to each other. And every now and then I'm going to be having a quick look at my phone, as I want to see if that Belgian snooker guy is going to be... Oh, he didn't win the frame. Oh no. Right, so here's the thing, right? There's this Belgian snooker driver. It will be an exciting quali. There we go. Rios thinks it's going to be an exciting quali. If you think that is, I think it's 2. I mean, you know, there's a lot of time to lose, but also a lot of time to gain in Australia, especially throughout the corners. And there's not a lot of straight lines. Eh, it depends on how everyone has practiced. Because if there has been a lot of practice, I do think this, the times are going to be a little bit closer to each other. Because when drivers don't practice, it's usually... I don't want to be mean, but it's usually worse during a qualifying session. Like everyone is like there's this one guy who has sweat out everything on track, and then all the other guys who are just trailing behind, and that's what's up right there. But we're having a little look at Robin Ruvio, Revo. Just gonna call him Robin. I do know he sometimes watches the stream, but I'm not too sure if he is in the stream today. AJ the Diver seems to have left the session. And how is everyone's... Well, in Belgium it's how do you say that? A day off? Like a vacation day? I'm not too sure if it's in other countries too. What is it called today? Dag van de arbeid? I think it's the day of the work. What the f... Hold up, let me Google it real quick. How do you say that actually? Day of the work of the day. In May. Alright, so the 1st of May is the International Day. Wait, hold up. International Workers' Day. No, it's not Labor Day. Is it Labor Day? No, it's not Labor Day. Welcome, Shuki. Maxi is in, well, he dropped out of Q1. He crashed. So he was not going to be able to make it as his best time was a 143 point something. So, but no, it's not Labor Day. No. Google it. It is International Workers' Day or something like that. But I'm not too sure if it's in every country, so that's where my question came from. If everyone actually has that, because I mean, if it's just a regular Monday, yeah, Google it, Shuki. If you don't believe me, Google it. But I mean, yeah, today was a lazy day. You know, didn't do a lot of things. It is in Kosovo today. Oh, there we go. Lazy day? Yeah, it was a lazy day. I didn't do a lot of things. I just slept until 10, then I did nothing. I did nothing the whole day. Like, didn't do homework, didn't do... I ate. That's what I did. Had a nap as well. Yeah, I mean, that's lazy day, so... You always... It is always lazy day when you have a nap, right? I mean, in that case, it would be lazy day for me every day. Did you like the food? Yes, I did. Especially those... it was those cheesy rolls. I liked them. You know, they were pretty nice. I mean, a little bit too much cheese, but that's alright. It was quite good. The real Marks retired from the session. Ooh, my days. Let me have a quick look. If I can see where his car is at the moment. We are looking at the Haas driver. It's not that Haas driver, it's Mr. Basil. Let's have a quick look if we can see where the real Marks is parked. He is in the wall there. So unfortunately, he's not gonna make it through Q2. Too much? Yeah, too much cheese. Like, I mean, it's all right. It was all right. The amount of cheese. But I liked it in general. The curry just were a bit low. but that's all right. I mean, they got Lao very quick, so I just ate as much as I can. Good. But it was very, very nice. I really appreciate what Anne does for me. Well, food-wise, of course. Yes, yes, that is true. And then they get very cold very easily. Are you upstairs right now or downstairs? Like I don't care. I'm gonna say my honest opinion, which I did. I really liked it. Ah, upstairs. I mean, well, doesn't really matter. You doing schoolwork at the moment? SMN 1992. He's on a fast lap right now, but he's got that Mercedes driver right in front of him. I'm about to. There we go. Good work. Good luck. And I'll call you after the stream, which will be around. Playing Brawl Stars right now. Oh my days! I want to play Brawl Stars too. But of course I can't, because I'm commentating. But I'm not really focusing on the race. So I'm gonna be focusing on the race right now, Shuki. So I will see you later. I will call you after the stream, which will be around. I'm not too sure. 11. Yeah, we'll see you right then. Oh, can you let me know when Brissell has won the snooker match? Or if the other guy has won the snooker match? That's also a possibility. Appreciate it. Agman is on a fast lap right now, coming into Sector 2. Sector 3, my apologies. Is he winning? Like 16-12. But the other guy had the frame, this one, so it's 16-13. He still needs to win 2, so it's gonna be a thriller. Agman coming into the last corner of the circuit in a couple of seconds. There we go, a very tricky one. If you go onto the power a little bit too early, you're gonna be spinning out and crashing into the wall. Unfortunately, Agman puts himself in P2, so this is a very strong performance from the Haas team as they put himself in P2 and P3. We're gonna be focusing on Rios at the moment, as the Alfa Romeo driver needs to push up his performance here, as he only qualified it, I think, P13 in Q1. But it seems like he does, as he has the fastest first sector already. Coming into Sector 2. This long straight, where you do have the DRS coming into a slow, well, a fast left-right-hander, which is sort of a chicane. It depends on how you look at it. Coming into the last couple of corners. Turn 11, I think this is. Not mistaken. You think this is turn 11, right? Let me have a quick look. This is indeed turn 11. Then you've got the last corner, which should be turn 14. And then hopefully he's gonna put a good performance on the board here. It is indeed. It is gonna be a 119.2, which is gonna be 4/10 quicker than Robin is. Then of course we still need to see what Brewdog is gonna be able to do. Because Brewdog, I mean, he's got the pace in his car. The thing is with Brewdog, he needs to get into that pole position for him to be able to get into the first place during the actual race, because I think he might have some issues overtaking. I wouldn't say he has a lot of issues overtaking, but sometimes he's a little bit too passive, and I think that could cost him his race win. No idea why, but for some reason I can't watch the snooker. Oh yeah, this frame is for Selby. Oh, that is very disappointing. It's quite interesting that that the guys actually got 17 people in the lobby. That means like all of these guys are not really snooker fans, because I mean, I'm pretty sure the snooker fans will be watching the finale of the snooker match, and this is gonna be the last session, the finale. So I wonder who's gonna win though, because Brissell was 10-15 in front, I think, and now it's 16-13. So it is a thriller. And usually with the Belgians, They are in front. Like it's with every Belgian in a sporting competition or whatever. Like they're winning, and then for some reason they do something stupid and they lose the whole game. It's always like either in the finale and the semifinals, final, like just important things, right? Important things. The Belgians cannot bring it along over the line, cross the line. That is a disappointing thing. That's why I don't like to be a Belgian, because I don't want to be associated with people that can't bring things over the line, cross the line, whatever you want to call it. There's quite a lot of people on the night lap at the moment. I think Andy Loyal is gonna start his lap. Yo, Melando. No idea who you are, but welcome. Hope you're having an amazing evening. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Robin doing an absolutely great job. Only 3 tenths behind Rios. And in my opinion, Rios is the fastest guy out here. So I'm gonna have a quick look at the standings, because I think that Rios is leading the pack by quite a bit. As you can see on the left side of your screen, you have got the standings at the moment. If my Wi-Fi works, that would be appreciated. I don't think it's going to be working. It is indeed going to be working. He is leading by 11 points on Brewdog. And you have Maxi in P3 and Waza in P4. I'm going to have a quick look where Robin is. Robin is in P16. He did not finish the race in round 1 and round 2. So I'm not going to say that's a bit disappointing, but it is a bit disappointing. You know, a DNF and a DNF, he's looking strong in the qualifying, but somehow ends up in the wall, or like DNF retirement wise or something like that. So yeah, unfortunately he hasn't been able to finish the race yet, and he is the only driver together with Andy Loyal who has started both races and did not finish both races. I mean, did not finish either one of the race. So that's maybe a statistic he needs to work on. So does Andy Loyal. As I mean, you don't want to be the guy that at the end of the season that has not finished a single race, right? SMN. I think he's on a fast lap at the moment, trying to out-qualify Monty and Ishii, as I do think that Ishii is going to be able to boost up his time. Because he was P3 last lap, like last session, as SMN puts himself in P7. So that is going to be a pretty safe result in my opinion, as there is only 2 more minutes to work with for all these other drivers. Although Aaron puts the fastest second sector on the line at the moment, and there are 2 people coming across the line, as it is going to be, I think, a Haas driver and possibly a McLaren driver coming across the line to put a better time. I think it's going to be Ishii though. It's going to be Ishii. Wazao puts himself in P2. Having a quick look at Aaron as he now comes across the line to push SMN back in P10. And it is going to be Aaron with a 119.2. So is Monty going to be able to out-qualify the Aston Martin driver, which will leave him up with a P11 or maybe even a P12 if Divine is going to be able to out-qualify these drivers? And he looks fast on this track as he now comes across the first couple of corners on the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit. In my opinion, it should be called the Albert Park circuit for some reason. Like, it sounds a little bit better than the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit, you know? Ooh, Monty invalidates, so I don't think... I mean, it might be still a good chance that he's gonna come across the line to set a good lap if he pushes everything. Still 44 seconds, 30 seconds. So he cannot slow down too much. That way he's not going to be able to make it though. I'm not too sure how many laps he's already on these soft tires, but it seems like he's cutting the corners a little bit. So it is going to be a P1 and a P2 for the Alfa Romeo drivers. Monty doesn't look like he's gonna go for another lap, so we will be focusing on Divine. As Divine is the only one who's gonna be able to qualify in the top 10 still. And he looks like a madman at the moment. Yes, sir, Waza. I mean, 2/10. It is still quite a bit, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to do that in qualifying 3. So we're having a look at Divine at the moment. He needs to improve by 1.2 seconds. And it's going to be a surprise until he comes across the line if he's going to be improving or not. And if it's going to be enough. Is it going to be enough for the Mercedes driver? It is indeed going to be enough, a 119.9, which will put him in P7. Unfortunately, SMN got pushed out of the top 10. So we know our top 10 already for this qualifying 3. These drivers are currently putting their cars in the pit lane. Just wait until they're able to come into the Q3 qualifying session. Well, you know what the thing is with this track, it is actually very cool. You hear the microphone at the background, right? It is actually an Australian who says all that stuff, so that's quite a nice thing to add there. This is gonna be your standings here of the Q2 qualifying. We've got Aaron in P1, then we have Rios in P2 and Agman in P3. It seems like these guys are always at the front. There's no big issues for these guys qualifying wise, but it might. Ooh, there's like only 1/10 in between P1 and P3. And then we have only 2/10 to P4, which is not too bad in my opinion. And then of course P5, who is also pretty close. The guys who are going to be dropping out are going to be SMN and the loyal Monty, and then the real Marks. 69, who couldn't keep it on track, unfortunately, coming out of that difficult section after turn 9. Turn 10, I think it is. It is indeed going to be turn 10, as you've got that long straight in sector 2, coming into the fast chicane, which is going to be turn 9 and turn 10. And of course, if you touch the curb a little bit too much on the outside of turn 10, you're going to be spinning out. And that's what the real Marks did, unfortunately. So hope everyone is still having an amazing evening. If you're watching the stream, I would not see why not. But I mean, tell me about your weekend, guys. Did you do anything fun? Did you do anything special? I have no idea if you have, but could be. Let me know. Josh, by the way, if you're watching, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. These guys are already coming out. It seems like that's going to be Robin. Coming into turn 1, raining as fuck in Montreal. That is not really great. That is not really great. I just watched Olympique de Marseille 1. Montreal, that is not really French, so where's the law for Olympique Marseille? Where's the law for Olympique Marseille? And Tottenham bottle the game. Yeah, I mean, that's what we are used from Tottenham, aren't we? I mean, I'm not really a big football fan, but I do know these teams, and I do know that Tottenham is not really consistent. So that's what's up right there. Well, I mean, I always wonder, right? Like Americans and Canadians and all those guys, where is the law for football? Like, I mean, soccer, like foot, you guys call it soccer, but here it's called football. Where does it come from? Because I mean, you guys got your own sport. You like the Canadians have got ice hockey. They've got what do they have? Like baseball. You've got the Blue Jays. You've got basketball with the Raptors. What else do you have? Oh, all right. Oh, makes sense then. Do you guys also have International Workers' Day today? Do you have a free game? They love hockey. Yes, they do. You know, it's like cold outside. They all go play hockey together on the ice at the rink. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's like here in Belgium, when it's good weather, everyone goes footballing. Like in Canada, I was gonna say in Canadian, but in Canada, it's probably gonna be ice skating. Because in Belgium, like it's more common to have hockey on a field with like grass and all that stuff. But I don't see why the Canadians are not putting any time into that. Because if you're good at like ice hockey, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be good at regular hockey too. But like Belgium has won the gold medal on the. I don't get it. Like where does this come from, right? I mean, it's a different sport, but still, it will probably be pretty good. It would be funny to see like the fielding hockey guys. Oh, right. Oh, I know that from what's it called? Rocket League, right? They've got this little game mode where you're able to play with a puck. Oh, bro, it's so hard. It's so hard. Like for some reason, it's a difficult. It's a difficile. C'est difficile. Si. Si, si. I still don't get why "si" is a word in French, right? "Si" means yes. I mean yes, indeed, or something like that. And yes, no. Fuck me. I'm mixing up the languages. I'm not gonna get into French because I'm gonna be speaking 3 or 4 languages during the stream, and I'm pretty sure people are not gonna be appreciating that. So I'm just gonna stick to English. Maybe throw a little bit of Dutch there. Yeah, no. Actually, yeah, but like for some reason, when you say "see," uh, you say like someone, for example, someone says, um, someone says something and you agree, you say "see," and when they ask something, you say "we." But yeah, I don't know. It's difficult. I hate French, so I mean, no hate, but I don't like the French language. Apologies. I enjoy English more. You know, it's a world language. Like, who the fuck speaks French anyway, except for the French, right? And the Canadians. But the Canadians also know English, so I mean, I'm pretty sure they do, right? No idea actually. I'm gonna be having a quick look at the snooker real quick. It is gonna be a break. All right. I want to know if no, it's probably gonna be 16-13. It is indeed. Will you see when you're asking a negative question? That is a good explanation actually if you think about it. In Belgium it's the same. Like we also have "si" and "we," but in our own language. We're looking at the race right now. We are looking at Brewdog, who has put himself in P4, Waza, who has put himself in P3. We are looking at a surprising result from Eggman, Rios, who doesn't seem to come out of the pit lane at the moment. Might have a Q3 ban. I mean, yeah, I'm not too sure if he has a Q3 ban, because you know what the thing is with league racing? Everyone has the same car, so it's difficult to hand out a Q3 ban. You know, for example, if you're really bad at a track, but you're always qualifying at the top 5, for example, but let's say it is going to be Australia, right? Last couple of races, you had a top 5 result in the qualifying, but on Australia, you're absolutely dog shit. You're coming into the race with the expectation of a P15 during qualifying. I mean, that Q3 ban is not gonna gonna do anything, right? As we're having a look with Define, he put himself in P7 earlier during Q2. Now, wonder if he's gonna be able to qualify pretty well here in Q3 too, because I do want to see this guy getting some good points. Because I'm not too sure if he scored some points already. Having a quick look in the standings, it does seem like he has scored 20. Oh, that is actually crazy if you think about it, because I didn't think this guy was already finishing races. Apparently he got 11 and 14 points. He got 11 in Zandvoort. He got 14 in Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much for the follow, O2. Hope you're having an amazing evening. My name is Phoebe Thomas, and I will be commentating your race. I'm not too sure if it's your race, but if you're not from this league, I would like to know where you found me, where you found the channel. It would be very much appreciated, because I'm trying to grow the channel a little bit, and I want to see where I got my audience from. So if you can tell me that, would be very much appreciated. Probably said it already, but I hope your evening is going pretty well. It is International Workers' Day, but of course, Phoebe Thomas is working. I mean, actually, Divine, I know you're listening to the stream, right? Divine, on International Workers' Day, I should be paid double. It is a joke, of course, guys. Divine is the guy that makes this possible for everyone. So make sure to check out the sponsor, which is going to be Divine Eye Tattoo Shop. He has a tattoo shop in Birmingham. So if you're looking to get a little bit of a tattoo, make sure to go to Birmingham. He's one of the best. I'm pretty sure, like, I've watched his Instagram, and he does pretty good job at everything. Thank you, Melando. I was actually asking O2 because I already know that you're a fan of Robin. It's like you were in the chat saying, "Oh my God, Robin is doing an absolutely amazing job once again." Fine. But he's in the pit lane. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. I should have said that he should be doing some zigzagging. A groupie. A groupie. That sounds like I don't know, like a new, yeah, a fanboy. A fan girl. It was like, oh my God, it is Robin in the chat. Oh, that's quite funny. I'm not going to Birmingham. Intrinsic, lazy ass motherfucker. Go to Birmingham. It is not that far ahead, and if you want some quality shit, you better go get something. You know, if I need some good equipment for, let me have a quick look for my car, right? How far is Birmingham from your place in Transit? It's like Birmingham is in the north somewhere, I'm pretty sure, or like the middle, and you're living in the south. No, living in the east. No idea, but let's say it's like 200-300 kilometers. It's like from here to Germany. 3 hours, that is nothing. Like, bro, if I've got a car, right? Oh, Ishii puts himself in P1. That's quite a surprise. But if I've got a new car, right? Bro, I'm even driving 20 hours if I've got some good quality parts for my car. And I think the guy should be doing that for the, what's it called? The tattoos. The tattoos. Because it's gonna be on your body for a whole, like your whole like life, right? So you better get some good quality tattoos, because otherwise, I mean, you're gonna be ruined, bro. If you're asking for a banana and they're putting the banana upside down, bro. If I park in Birmingham, I will lose my tires. That is that is that is quite funny. Why is that actually? Why is that? And really seeing these guys stepping up in Q3. We saw a 119.4, if I'm not mistaken, in Q2. Currently, I mean, 3 tenths faster, which is not too bad. I don't think Rios is going to put another lap on the board. The only guy who might be up for a good lap is Brewdog here, as he puts the fastest first sector in in sector 1. Looking at the lap data at the moment as he comes across the second sector line. Hopefully improve. Hopefully improve. Oh my days, 4 tenths of an improvement. That is going to put him close to the top 2. He still needs to gain some time here in sector 3 to be able to make that dream come through. I am pretty sure he is going to, as he looks pretty fast here in sector 3. Coming around the last couple of corners. And I really wish this guy is going to get a P1, because we saw Rios put a P1. Ooh, only P6. He lost some tens there in sector 3. Might not had the best sector 3 he could have possibly hoped for. But you know what the thing is, Rios, he got that P1 in Zandvoort and Saudi Arabia already. So I want to see someone else win this race. And I'm not going to say I'm hoping for a crash for Rios. There's a lot of equality. Yes, indeed. We are looking at very close times here in the qualifying. So it does indicate that a lot of guys have done some practice here in the Division 2. But as I said, I don't want to see Rios win again. I mean, I wish you all the best, Rios, but seeing the same winner is a little bit boring. Only when there is records to break. But there are no records to break. Yeah. yeah. I know that in Spanish that is laughing. So, or isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I know from like Argentina, they said yeah, and then that means laughing, and that's very confusing. Because here we say ha ha ha, right? Like we say HAHA, and you guys say J or G, J A J A. Here is the Belgian bullet, Luca Abreu. Oh, guys. I mean, I got myself into snooker really because because of this thing, right? This snooker championship. But we're gonna be having a quick look at the standings at the moment, as we've got a P1 for an unexpected pole sitter, Ishii. We've got Rios in P2 and Ekman in P3. Both of the Alfa Romeos doing a pretty good job with Aaron in P4. And of course the Red Bulls trailing by quite a bit. I mean, a little bit. Only 2 tenths on P1. With a P5 and a P6 for Waza and Brewdog. We've got Robin in P7, Divine in P8, Brazil in P9, and then we've got Ascalea in P10. We're looking at not too much of a difference between P1 and P6. There's only 3 tenths in between. I broke my aileron in the last lap. No idea what an aileron is, but that is disappointing. I mean, it sounds bad. I'm not too sure if it's really bad, but how was Ishii managed to get P1? No idea. No idea. He was just so fast. Well done, Ishii. Yes, indeed. I mean, he is really unexpected for some reason. So, it is a spoiler. I mean, Ishii, I'm not too sure where he was qualifying wise in Saudi Arabia and in, where was it, Zandvoort? Oh, the spoiler. All right. I was already thinking, like, did he break his wheel or something? I knew it was going to be something. Wait, aileron. It's like the new Verstappen. No, Rios is the new Verstappen because he already won 2 races. I mean, did you guys see the race last afternoon? It was in Azerbaijan, if I'm not mistaken. I'm so happy that Max Verstappen did not win that race. Bro, I'm a Perez fan, right? I mean, I'm not a Perez fan, but choosing between Verstappen and Perez, I know my decision is made very easily. Because Verstappen has this air of like, oh, I'm a two-time world champion. Blah, blah. I've got the best car. Blah, blah. My second driver needs to watch out for me. Blah, blah, blah. And then you have Perez on the P1 podium. Come on, Mexican god. And they mixed up something. Like Leclerc was on the P2 position, and then you had Verstappen on the P3 position, but they should have been switched around. It was chaos. It was chaos. I didn't know Aileron was a spoiler, by the way. Like, for some reason, I thought it was. First of all, I thought it was gonna be like the pedals of your racing wheel, right? Then of course, explaining it was the spoiler. Which language is it actually? Is that English? It isn't English, right? I'm gonna Google. It is French. It is French? It is French? I thought it was Spanish. Aileron. Here we go. Aileron. Oh! Oh, but it is from a plane. It is from a plane. Well, if I search aileron, it is from a plane, so aileron is probably. The guys, I mean, the tire-wise, what are we looking at? A lot of medium tires. We are looking at one soft tire runner from Aaron. We have a hard runner in the top 5. In the top 2 hard runners in the top 10, actually. We've got Eggman on the hards, and then we also have Basil on the hards. And then we have Maxi on the hard. So everyone is going to put their car on the track. Ishii is already there. Quite a couple of guys are already there. Ooh, Aaron. That was quite late. But he got disqualified from the formation lap as everyone is going to put their car on track. Monty is a little bit slow here. Warm up his tires. Maxi is also disqualified. There we go. Chardman is disqualified too. AJ the diver isn't. But we're gonna have Season 7, Round 3 of the Australian Grand Prix here in Phoenix Racing League. It's lights out and away we go. Ishii, does he have a good start? It does seem like it, as Rios is nowhere close to the Ferrari driver. Now Aaron goes around the outside of his teammate, gets overtaken by Brewdog. Now has Waza down the inside, and he's losing 2 positions. He's looked like he had a great start during the race start, of course, but unfortunately dropped 2 positions due to the fact that he got pushed. I mean, he didn't get pushed wide. He ran a little bit wide there. We've got Divine in P6. He has a good result. Looking forward to here. And we've Robin in P7, the real Marks in P8, who already made a lot of positions there. Maxi already made a lot of positions, and unfortunately, I mean, who lost a lot of positions? I'm not too sure, but it seems like the McLaren drivers are battling here. Chardman, who is looking to make a move around the outside, maybe down the inside, but I'm pretty sure he's just gonna let his teammate go through, as he is not a real Div 2 driver. Seems like Brewdog is making a move on Rios down the inside. Now here at the back, we are looking at Aaron making a move on Waza. Oh, that was really close there. Looking at the telemetry, the real Marks. He makes a move around the outside of Divine there. Divine is going to fight back, as he has the outside line, which is going to... Oh, loses his car a little bit there. Oh no, goes onto the grass. What a great start from Divine. And he is looking at a P16 again. Oh, Divine, how are you managing to do this? How? How? P4 on the soft, P3 on the soft, actually. He came all the way from P4, if I'm not mistaken. Gained 1 position, and then we have Rios, who lost 2. He did have a good qualifying, but the biggest winner of this qualifying, well, of this start, is going to be, in my opinion, either the real Marks Maxi or Brewdog, because Brewdog is just battling everyone who is on the same tires, and then we have the real Marks Maxi, who are usually some of the faster guys in the qualifying and also in the race. Ooh, it seems like Basil is going to make a move around the outside, although Maxi is defending the inside line. So that is not going to be an opportunity for the Haas driver. As we've got a yellow flag there. Who is that? That is going to be Aaron, who is running on the grass. That is not going to be a good result for the Alfa Romeo driver. Might be a little bit unlucky on his soft tires. Might have overheated them. As that doesn't seem like that was a great decision. To go onto the soft tires. Everyone is lining up here. Coming to lap 3. Brewdog seems to have the fastest lap at the moment. Trying to close down the gap to Ishii. As he is only 1.3 tenths separated. Ooh, wait, hold up. Think he crashed. Oh no, there is a safety car. Virtual safety car. Is there a real safety car or a virtual? Because there is people in the pit lane. And they might have an issue with each other, an incident. Does seem like there is not going to be a full safety car. So the drivers will get the green flags pretty soon, as it is a green flag already. Brewdog, who did not gain a lot of time due to that safety car restart. He is inside for 1 second. Very closely. As Eggman now makes the move on Andy. Loyal Aaron, who's got to make up some ground here. He's 12 seconds behind the Mercedes drivers. I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. We've got Basil, who's got the DRS. We're already in lap 3. As the Haas driver is trying to keep up with the Williams and the Aston Martin driver. I mean, those guys really have got the pace on their hard tires. Let me have a quick look what tires they're on specifically. Both drivers, it does seem like the real marks is on mediums. But Maxi and Basil both on hard tires. So they're keeping up with the Aston Martin driver quite well. Seems like Brewdog has caught up to the Ferrari driver, and it all depends on the on if the Ferrari driver is a little bit faster during the qualifying or during the race. Because if he is faster during the race usually than he is during the qualifying, he's gonna have a very good race and a very consistent race. As it seems like there's a yellow flag again, and that is gonna be a Haas driver, and it is gonna be a safety car. As Eggman just lost his front wing there. Looks like his car is just... I don't know, it looked very strange there, but this is gonna be your first safety car of the session. It's only lap 4. So yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit with each other as everyone, I mean, probably is still watching. I hope I'm not making you bored. So, what are your predictions on the race already? Do you think anyone is going to come into the pits, or they can go into the softs or the hards? The hards probably. I mean, it is going to be risky though, going onto the hards already. I don't see anyone coming to the pit lane yet. Not able to go into the snooker match. Seems like the Belgian guy is losing again this frame, unfortunately. Then it's going to be 16-14. It's actually very depressing. Like, every time a Belgian gets into the final or the semi-final, they throw it. Like, do you actually know a Belgian who has won anything big? Matt will be happy. Oh yes, sir, he will. But his favorite snooker player got, well, got a big loss, a big L due to that Belgian driver. Oh, Belgian driver, what am I saying? Belgian snooker player. So I really wonder if Brazil is gonna make it. I really wonder. Are you watching Intronsic, the snooker? Are you watching? I'm gonna have a quick look. My computer is... no. That's disappointing, bro. Gotta watch. It's like a British guy, so you should be supporting him. Do you know anything of snooker? Probably not. I didn't know either before Brazil made the semifinals. And then I started watching it. I liked it, but I do prefer Chartman. Big strategy. He's going all soft. Huh. Yeah. Big brains? No, but I mean, you know, and Tron's like, oh my days. Oh no, man. Go away. Go away. Don't come in my chat again. Don't come in my chat again. Here we go. Ban. There we go. Fuck you. Bye bye. Yeah. He already got banned. Don't worry. So, Chartman always goes alternative. You know what the thing is? Chartman is not able to receive any points anyways. So this is like practice for him. So I do think that going on to the softs in a race, practice-wise, could be doing you good. Mainly because of the tire overheating situation in the 22 game. You know, you've got a lot of tire overheating probability. Your tires will be probably around 100 degrees here on Australia, coming out of Sector 3. It's a good way to practice, you know, a good way to control your car and all that stuff. It is going to be hard, though, because we saw Aaron struggle a little bit. He got... What's the track on Wednesday? Yeah, there you asked me a good question. Let me have a quick Google. It is gonna be Jeddah. Oh man, I really don't like that track for some reason. There's always good racing on that track though, but flashbacks, flashback to IRC. There you go. Oh, that was fucking funny, bro. That was fucking funny. Safety car comes into the pits at the moment. So we will be racing again here in the Phoenix Racing League. We're currently in lap 6, going into lap 7. Gonna put myself in the correct position. And Ishii is gonna go already. It seems like there's a little bit of a gap between Rios and Brewdog. There's only 2 tenths between Robin and Waza, so we might be able to see 30 as my best time trial track. Robin, good exit coming out of turn 2. He's going down the inside of the Red Bull driver, but it seems like Waza has some better straight line speed. Robin looks to make a move down the inside. Waza might go a little bit too wide, does not seem like it. Seems like the real Marks is looking to make a move on the Alpine driver anytime soon. Oh, Mr. Basil on his hard tires, trying to keep up with the real Marks. Doing a good job, in my opinion. Doing a good job, as he is only 5 tenths away from the Aston Martin driver. Oh, we've got Chartman in P12. Has made the move on Divine. Divine, I mean, you know what the thing is with Divine? I mean, he was all the way in P7 or P8 and he blew it again. So he's gonna score points if he can keep it consistent. I'm not too sure what's up with this. He was so strong in the qualifying. He was so strong during the first few laps of the race, and then he blew it again. Robin, 3 tenths away from Waza. He's not going to gain any time down the main straight, though. We've got a yellow flag. Don't tell me that it is going to be AJ the driver. All right. I was going to say, don't tell me that is Divine, because I'm going to be getting pissed. Waza, who seems to have made the move back again on Robin. Looked like they exchanged positions, as it is going to be a yellow flag in Sector 1. Doesn't look like there's going to be any safety car. Aaron comes into the pits again. The Alpine driver goes a little bit too wide there. There's a little bit of a risk going onto the curb there. As I said already, quite a lot of people spin going onto the curb. Guys are all pretty close to each other, but it is hard to make a move. Now Magsy tries to make a move. This is really risky. Eska drops out of the... Well, backs out of the move as he lets Magsy go past. Eska, who's got 7-lap old medium, so it's not his battle to make. As Chartman now makes the move around the outside of his teammate on the soft tires, so he might think, oh, we are looking at Magsy making a move into turn 12 on the Aston Martin driver, which is not too bad. And Waza who gets a... Oh, Waza who spins. Waza who spins. He gets dropped back all the way to P14 possibly. But he also had that 3-second time penalty, so I'm not too sure if there's any pushing or like... Oh, SMN who goes onto the grass. Pretty interesting strategy. But I'm not too sure if there was any pushing involved there with Robin. I mean, that position got... I mean, it's up for a discussion. Yellow flag in sector 1. That is going to be AJ the diver. Chartman, who now makes the move on SMN. We're looking at Aska with a good exit coming out of turn 5. Possibly turn 6. I'm not too sure. Now has a good run on the Aston Martin driver. He will have DRS. He will not have DRS. That is the DRS not enabled again? Thought it was. Is there no... There is DRS, right? Oh, yes, the Mercedes driver goes around the outside. Totally missed that. So now Define has to watch out for Monty, who goes down the inside. Magsy seems to have not made the move on Basil, but he's gonna be close to do so. Trying to go around the outside into the last couple of corners. Tries to make the switchback work, which is absolutely a fatal move here in the last couple of sectors. The last couple of corners, my apologies. Now has the DRS down the main straight and makes the move on Basil. Quite an easy move for the Williams driver, and Basil will have to trail by a couple of tenths. He is getting chased by Chartman in P8. This a battle to make, in my opinion. I mean, Chartman, the more time you're gonna make him lose, the more chance you're gonna be getting that position on the McLaren driver, because he has to come into the pits anyways. But of course, so does Basil. Aska now made the move on SMN. Aaron with the fastest lap, quite interesting, as he is all the way in P17, so he just wants that P1 position. That 1 point for the fastest lap, of course. Rios seems to have caught up to the top 2. We're currently in a heated battle, but we didn't see any moves already. So my eyes are really burning for some reason. Oh, I really have something. I haven't watched the screen for that long already. As we're already 1 hour and 10 minutes into this race. Also into the qualifying. There's only 3 tenths separated between Ishii and Brewdog. Doesn't seem like Brewdog is going to be able to make a move around the outside here of the Ferrari driver. Maybe Rios is. But we haven't seen a battle between 3 constructor drivers. I mean, three different constructor drivers yet. So this is looking great for Ishii, Brewdog, and Rios, who seems to... I mean, Brewdog and Rios, both drivers are battling for that P1 position in the driver standings. Waza, who comes into the pits, as we're still having a 3 or 4 tenths distance from Rios to Brewdog, and also 3 tenths difference from Brewdog to Ishii. Waza seems to be in the pit lane, wants to have that fastest lap on the board here. I need to lower down my volume, it is really loud. Two tenths coming into sector 3. It is going to be a hard challenge though, making a move into sector 3. Only if you have a good exit coming out of that corner, you might be able to make a move into turn 13. But it doesn't look like Brewdog had one. And Ishii really has some good pace coming out of that last corner, which makes it unrealistic for Brewdog to make a move down the main straight. it's really difficult coming out of that last corner if you don't have a good exit to make that move work. Even with the use of DRS, doesn't matter. Even with the use of DRS. Dudok, let me hear me out, all right. Brewdog, who takes the defensive lines, trying to make a move on Ishii, but he also needs to defend on Rios there, and that's why he takes the defensive lines, you know. Defensive lines usually taking the inside line, and if the guy up front is not defending the inside line, going for a defensive line is not always a bad decision, because you're defending on the guy behind, but you're able to make a dive bomb down the inside if the guy up front leaves a little bit of space. Dusky, you're still here? What's your time on Saudi Arabia? I mean Jeddah. I mean, whatever you want to call it. Marin, who seems to have made a move on Divine, as I think Divine made another mistake here. Let's pass his teammate Andy Loyal. But Divine just came into the pits though, but so is Brewdog and so is the Real Marks. So these guys have been on 11 lap old mediums. They're already going for a hard tire. As I think that might have been a mistake though. 12 lap old mediums for the other drivers. As it seems like Robin has caught up to Rios. Some good pace from the Alpine driver at the moment. Trying to keep up with Rios and Ishii in P1 and P2. Basil, who was having a good race too, in my opinion. Had a little bit of a battle with Waza earlier. But currently, Rios in the wall. Rios in the wall. It is going to be a safety car as the Alfa Romeo driver couldn't keep it consistent. And this is going to be a very sad situation in the race, in my opinion. I mean, Rios makes that move again on NASCAR. That is quite interesting, as he might need to give that position back. Is he gonna retire from the session? I'm not too sure. Hardman in the money again. No idea why. But these guys who... I mean... The guy... As I said already, like the guys who just came into the pits, they have made a wrong decision. You see, we're looking at Brewdog MP9 with hard tires. He just came into the pits. I mean, you never know when there's going to be a safety car, but pitting too early on a track like Australia is a risky situation, you know. We're going to have quite a few drivers who are going to be getting that position on Brewdog. We've got Maxi, we've got Robin, we've got Ishii, we've got Eggman. Eggman seems to have made the move on Brewdog. Wait, what tire is Eggman on? 10 lap old hards. Is he going to be making it until the end of the race? It does seem like it. Quite interesting. Medium tires for Maxi. He seems to be a P4, so that is going to be a very good position for the Williams driver at the moment. So is Chartman. Seems to be on 0 lap old mediums in P6 at the moment. And Brewdog got pushed back all the way to P5. So he was in P2, if I'm not mistaken. Currently in P5, so that makes him lose 3 positions already. Look at P8, Mr. Basil. He did not gain or lose a lot of positions. I'm going to be having a quick look at the position changes. One position gained for the Haas driver. But 10 and 11 positions gained for Maxi and Chartman, who are having the race of their lives. And who did I say again was going to be top 3? I think P1 was going to be for Brewdog, right? I have no idea. I need to watch that back. But I will let you guys know. And from this time, I'm going to be holding a little bit of a break. So we will be right back with you. Of course, when the race starts. So we will be... Nice time, lad. I have 127.7. That is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna be right back with you guys. The safety car is not coming in yet, so we're gonna be having a little bit of a break, but don't worry, we will be right back with you. Alright guys, so we're gonna have a safety car restart here with Agman in P1 at the moment. But I wonder if he's gonna be able to keep his position as he is on 10 lap old hard. All the other guys have come into the pits for some fresh tires. Actually, everyone is. He is the only driver who is in 10 plus old lap tires. It's gonna go already. SMN with a 5-second time penalty. Severe collision with Aaron. So now we've got Robin with not so good of a run. Maxi who takes the inside line on the Ferrari driver. This might be a move from the Williams driver around the outside of the Ferrari driver. And we are having a look at Robin making a move down the inside. The Ferrari driver who goes a little bit too wide. Robin has the outside line here in turn 4. He takes the curb down the inside. But that is not going to be a move for Robin, unfortunately. So everyone keeps their position in the top 5. We have some close battles at the moment. SMN disqualified from the session as he was parked in a dangerous location. Maxi now around the outside, down the inside here in turn 9, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He makes the move on the Ferrari driver. Ishio goes onto the... he cuts the corner a little bit there. Brewdog gets the chance to make the move on the Ferrari driver, Aaron, who got retired from the session. And there's another safety car for you. There was some close racing, as we are also seeing Chartman in the wall. So is Eska. Was it Eska? No, it was not Eska. It was AJ the diver. No, it's not AJ the diver. Wait, what is happening here? Monty? Chartman? What is happening here? This might need to be looked at by the stewards. Monty is coming into the pits. There were actually 3 drivers who were coming into the pits, and I think that was all caused because of that crash by Aaron, who is in P16, and he's not going to be able to finish the race here. So he had a good qualifying session. I'm going to be having a quick look how many positions he's lost. 12, so that means he qualified in P4, which is not too bad. But we always have a guy who's not going to be able to finish his race when he qualifies in the top 5. And today it's going to be Aaron. I think last week, the week before, it was going to be Robin. But yeah, we need to wait once again, as it is going to be another safety car situation. But tell me, guys who are in the chat, tell me what your favorite track is on the race, like in the calendar. Gonna be saying mine. I mean, there's a difference between watching the race and racing the race, right? If you've got the F122 game, maybe you already have the F123 game, you're gonna be having a different look at the tracks than when you're just a regular F1 watcher. Because in my opinion, I never liked Brazil until I raced on the track, and I absolutely love it right now. Well, Spa is always a safe choice to go for. And then of course, what other track is there? Bahrain is quite a nice track to both race on and to have a race on. Like, watch a race, right? Because there is close battling. It's not easy to make an overtake, but there is not a lot of dirty air, so that's what's up right there. What other track is there? Let me have a quick look. Mexico is always a nice one. Coda is always a nice one. Austria is always a nice one, that indeed. I mean, I like racing on Austria more than watching the race on Austria. Because for some reason, watching a race on Austria is kind of boring. Because there's not a lot of moves to make by the guys. Because they're not able to keep it close to each other. I haven't watched... I hate Abu Dhabi, yeah. I mean, the racing there, generally, for... like, in real life F1 is... the guys are not able to keep it close with each other. You know what the thing is with Austria? You're able to keep it close with each other. Like that's the thing I like about Austria, where you're racing with each other. You're able to have some clean battles through there. Turn 11 hates me. Haha. Yes, indeed. I think it's turn 10 though. Wait, let me get it up real quick. Safety car comes in though, but it is the one coming out of sector 2, the left right chicane. It is turn 10 there, so I think that's where you crashed out if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir. But yeah, unfortunately, well, fortunately, you are able to view from the sideline right now. You won't get any points, but still, you're witnessing the magnificent VB Thomas having another live stream after. I mean, it's almost close to a week of a vacation because I didn't stream on Sunday and like my last stream was on Wednesday, so I love Bahrain with ABS off, and I wonder when Robin is gonna go. He's gonna go already. We've got a good start from Ishii, but it doesn't look like he's gonna be making a move anytime soon, as he does not have that straight line speed. Oh, I'm breaking himself as he almost went into the back of the Red Bull driver there. Now the real Marks looking to make a move. He did not have a great race start, but it does look like he has a great race end here. As he touched the wall there a little bit, might have some front wing damage. Issue with a 3-second time penalty. That is going to be a big penalty, as we're also looking at a 3-second time penalty for Robin. Seems like Andy Loyal is losing some positions. But both Andy Loyal and Robin have not made the end of the race in 2 races in a row. So they're the only drivers who have not made it into, well, to the end of the finish line in both races. We're looking at Waza making a move on Agman there. That is going to be... No, it was going to be on Aska, as it doesn't seem like Aska has got the pace here around Australia. But Waza, I mean, redemption time for the Red Bull driver. He's looking to make a move on the Haas driver anytime soon. But Agman, he lost quite a bit of... a lot of positions, actually. I'm going to be having a quick look at how many penalties. 3 seconds for Robin. 3 seconds for Robin, but what was I saying again? Oh yeah, so Agman, he lost quite a lot of positions. Tire-wise, he's looking at 16 lap old hards. So no idea where that strategy came from, but I think he pitted around lap 4 when there was that first safety car. So quite an interesting strategy from the Haas driver, but it doesn't look like it paid off. Chartman now makes the move around the outside of Devine. Devine sticks his nose down the inside, but it's not going to be enough to defend on the amazing McLaren driver, who had a little bit of an issue with Monty a little bit earlier, where he lost his front wing. And that was pretty... I mean, I'm not too sure what happened there. I think Monty kind of brake checked the McLaren driver for some reason. Like, that's what I saw. It could be a whole different scenario, but that's what I saw. AJ, the diver, who seems to have made a move around the outside of Escott. The drivers will not have DRS again. It seems like Basil has made a move on Ishii. And also on the real Marks, if I'm not mistaken, coming out of turn 10. Guys are really struggling to keep their car on track. And whenever one guy is able to... Oh! Alfa Romeo driver, Rios, goes off the track again. And oh no. I thought he was, but might be. I have no idea, actually. From my POV, it looked like it. Oh no! Everyone is coming into the pits, but there is no safety car. Oh my days! Agman and Agman. I'm watching his POV. All right, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. You should be watching my POV, Tutski. You should be watching my POV. You have to. Maxi only 5/10 away from Robin at the moment. 3/10 in matter of fact. 3-second time penalty for Andy Loyal. But he is gonna score points today. So is Devine. So is Robin. And that is the only thing I would like to see during this race. I have 3 screens, lad. Alright, lad. Don't tell me you're English, lad. All right, Maxi now down the inside there of Robin, and that is gonna be move done by the Williams driver. Quite a clean move, if you ask me. Not too much of a difficulty there. Be having a quick look with Andy as he finds himself right behind the Alfa Romeo driver. I think he just got overtaken by Rios, as it doesn't appear like Rios had any front wing damage caused by that early crash he had there. Robin, who is trying to close that to Maxi, oh my days, to close down the gap to Maxi, but he has that penalty though, so he might be losing another position to Brewdog, and it looks like it's once again gonna be a P2 for Brewdog. This must be frustrating for a driver like Brewdog, you know, getting P2 P2 positions. Oh my days, a P2 position 3 races in a row. I mean, you've got some good points, because right now, oh, looking at Rios, he's looking to make a move on the Vine here. Uh-oh, it's a 3-way battle around the outside, down the inside here. The Vine keeps the position though, and Andy is trying to get into the battle, well, get himself involved into the battle. Why do the drivers actually not have DRS here? What is this? Ishii makes the move on Basil. What was I saying again? Basil! Oh, I was going to say Basil with an absolutely amazing move there. Oh, Ishii goes a little bit too wide. Oh, that is frustrating for the Ferrari driver. Oh, no. Oh, pushes the Haas driver off track there. Oh, no, Ishii. Frustrating evening for the Ferrari driver. And he has a broken front wing. Is he going to retire though? Doesn't look like it. It's not a DRS rate. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The drivers will have DRS. Welcome, Thomas. Welcome, Thomas. Hope you're having an amazing evening. Mr. Basil getting overtaken by Chartman, it looks like. But Basil might have some rear wing damage though. There is a yellow flag in sector 1. That might be the Mercedes driver. But as I said, we've got Rios in P7 only, so Brewdog is going to score some good points on the Alfa Romeo driver and might be able to get a P1 in the driver standings. Montiu is into the pits. And a P3. That's alright, Thomas. Have a great evening. Hope you're having a great day at school. I've got school tomorrow too. Well, I actually have, how do you say that? No idea how that's called in English, but like, it's like I work for free for some reason. Like, I help the community. Something like that. Was I with a 3-second time penalty once again? He already had that 3-second time penalty. Looks like he has 9 seconds already. So he's gonna be losing possibly 3 positions. 1 to Chartman, 1 to Basil, and 1 to Rios. College University. There we go. No idea why you say that, because I already knew you had college, right? Like, I already knew you were in college, if I'm not mistaken. Eggman, pretty close to Define. Ooh, almost outbrakes himself. He almost went into the back of the Mercedes driver, but now has a good run coming into turn 6 here. Define is not gonna give this position for free. He's gonna be defending on the Haas driver. Will the Haas driver have DRS? Why do they not have DRS? Why? What is this? This is a DRS straight. Like, where's it? I'm confused. Oh, this is a DRS straight. Oh, this. I thought there was. What? Guys, come on. Google is not lying. Look at this. Like, I'm gonna show it for 5 seconds. Look at this. You've got DRS detection point there coming out of turn 6. And you've got DRS coming into turn 8. And then, of course, after that too. So I'm not too sure why it's saying that. That is weird. That is weird. That is weird. Thought there was. That is pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, good luck in the high school tomorrow. It was added this year. All right, makes sense then. In my opinion, they should change it during the game too. I mean, when something that is getting changed throughout the year, they should be changing it on the game too. Because I mean, there's a lot of overtaking opportunities there if you've got the DRS. You know, coming out of turn, what turn is that again? Turn 8. Got a long straight. And it is difficult to go side by side through turn 9. So, in my opinion, they should be changing that. But, you know, my opinion is never a great opinion. The guys tell me, so. Oh, makes sense, Thomas. Thank you very much. Robin is pretty close to Brewdog though, but I mean, there's no point in fighting for Robin because, you know, he's got that penalty anyways, and he just needs to focus on keeping his car outside the 3 seconds of chart. Yeah. That is a good one, Thomas. I've got the same problem, buddy. Like, it's always the stupid stuff you remember, but schoolwork. I mean, the schoolwork is probably stupid too. Because what the fuck doesn't matter? Let me have a quick look. If you're studying, for example, if you're studying business, right? What does it matter the size of an atom? Like, bro, I don't fucking care, bro. All that stuff. Chardman, who's pretty close to boss. I'm gonna be having a quick look at the tires. It seems like everyone is on medium tires though, but the hard tire runners will have the benefit here. A little bit. I mean, going into the long stretch, hard tires will be better. If you think about it. Because they're gonna be a little bit fresher. I mean, they're gonna be less degraded. Because the medium tires don't last too long. As you can see, Chartman taking his lines very beautifully, trying to keep up with the Red Bull driver. It doesn't, but F1 doesn't either, so doesn't make any sense. But doesn't really matter. I mean, F1, you know, it's a hobby, so you quite remember that stuff a little bit more. It seems like Robin has caught up to the Red Bull driver again, but you know, there's no point in battling for Robin because you don't want to lose any more time to the guy behind. Battling Brewdog, of course. And like, there's still a chance of crashing out, right? So even if you crash out, let's say it's your fault or it isn't, you're gonna be dropping a lot of positions. And it is almost clear to say that Maxi is gonna get a P1 here in the Australian Grand Prix, which I didn't think was gonna happen as he qualified. Oh, Agman retired from the session. Are we gonna have a safety car? Are we gonna have a safety car? That is a big thing. Doesn't look like it. Position-wise, we are looking at 14 positions gained for Maxi. Alright, see you next week, Aaron. Have a great evening. Yeah, it teaches great geography. I mean, yeah, alright. It does, sort of. Fine, losing 2 positions in 1 corner. Quite interesting. Back at Robin. Maybe we should focus on Ishii here as he's trying to make his way into the top 10. He already is, actually. But he makes his way into the top 8, hopefully. Although he's gonna lose a position to Divine, though. Because he's got that 3-second time penalty. Chartman, who's pretty close to Waza. Second last lap here. Thomas, in case you're already leaving, have a great evening. Good luck in school tomorrow. I will be focusing on the last couple of laps here. Aska, who makes the move around the outside of Monty. These guys seem to be struggling a little bit here in uh, Australia. But I mean, you know, in that case, you just have to forget it and bring it. Don't bring it with you into next week. I'm not too sure what race we will be racing next week. It doesn't really seem like Chartman had a good exit there. Ishio makes the move on the real marks, as he's trying to make that 3-second gap on the Vine, which I think he is succeeding to do so, as he is 3.3 seconds behind. Only 2/10 between Robin and Brewdog. You know what the thing is, guys? These guys are pretty close to each other, but for some reason not able to make a move. Monty was 3/10 behind. He's gonna have the DRS, but it's not gonna be enough. Last lap here. And Maxi has gained 2 seconds in the last 2 laps, which is not that bad. Now Robin tries to make a move down the inside, but he's too far back. Chartman, 4/10, and he has made the move on Waza, but doesn't really matter, as Waza was gonna lose that position anyway, as he has 9 seconds of penalties. He's gonna lose a position to Basil too, if you ask me, as Basil only has 3 seconds of time penalty, and then it's gonna depend on whether Rios is gonna be able to get that couple of hundreds on Basil. He seems to be around 3 seconds at the moment, so we definitely need to take a look into that. Basil cannot lose a lot of time here behind Waza. He's got the DRS though. Oh, he was a little bit too slow there. So Rios is going to gain 2 positions. That's going to put him in P5. Waza getting dropped back all the way to P7 though. P3 for Robin. Robin's fangirls are in the chat again. Yeah, he finally broke that curse of not being able to finish a race. So did Andy Loyal, as he comes across the line right now with a 9-second time penalty, but still. Oh, welcome, Josh. Didn't know you were in the chat, but welcome. AJ the Diver with a 3-second time penalty, and then it's gonna be only Eska, AJ the Diver, and Monty to still come across the line. AJ the Diver seems to have DNF'd or retired in the pit lane, so that is gonna give a P13 to Monty. Congratulations to everyone who has made it across the finish line, but also to the guys who have done a pretty good qualifying. I'm not too sure who actually. I think it was Aaron who did a pretty good qualifying, but not able to finish this race. Maxi finally. Yes, indeed. It was a very chaotic race in my opinion, but still. Thanks for great comms again. No worries, no worries. Maxi in P1, Brewdog in P2, and then we have Robin to finish off your top 3. Further, we've got Chartman, Rios, Basil, Waza, was gonna say Waza for some reason. The real marks, Divine Eye, and Ishii to finish off the top 10. Further, we've got Andy Loyal, Aska, Monty, AJ the Diver, Eggman, Aaron, SMN. So yeah, no worries, no worries. Have a great evening, guys. If you're not, well, sticking until the last couple of sentences I will be saying. I look very, very horrible. So, yeah. Oh, here I am. Well, it was a chaotic race. I don't know what to say about it. Fastest lap goes to Monty though, 120.6, which is not too bad. But unfortunately, Rios, was not that consistent today. So Brewdog is going to score a lot of points on the Alfa Romeo driver today, and we might be seeing another P1 positioning your driver standings. Depends on if there is going to be any penalties after the race. We've got Robin and Andy who both scored points this race. Yes, so we've got no one who actually started 3 races and didn't finish 3 races. So that is very great. Biggest winner of the evening is either going to be Maxi or Chartman. I think it's going to Maxi, as he got all the way from P15 to P1. So congratulations to Maxi. Congratulations to everyone who has made it across the finish line. And I thank you very much for watching. This was VB Thomas as your commentator, and I will see you tomorrow, or next week, or on Wednesday, whenever you're tuning into the stream. Thank you very much for watching and have a great evening. Peace out.